Tip number one. Number one, selling merchandise on your account. Now, I know this may seem very obvious because most creators on TikTok and many other platforms sell merchandise, but it is actually extremely effective. One of the most popular places that most creators host their merchandise store is actually on a website called Teespring. Teespring is extremely simple. All you really have to do is grab your image, drop it on your merchandise, and set a price. And the best part about it is that Teespring handles everything. The only thing you have to worry about is just getting sales. And once those sales come in, Teespring will start to send you your money. Number two, using Amazon affiliates. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what Amazon affiliates is, it's basically a program that Amazon has on their website that you have to sign up for. And after you've signed up for an account, you're able to get unique links for products on Amazon. And when you use those links, either placing them in descriptions or just somewhere where your viewers can get to that link. And once the viewers click on that link, and if they decide to buy that product or another product on Amazon, you get a small commission. Normally, creators place links for either equipment that they use or products that they recommend to their viewers. Normally, the commission cut for Amazon affiliates is between 1 to 3%, but hey, it's extra income for your TikTok account. Tip number three. Number three, going live on TikTok. Now, actually going live on TikTok is actually extremely useful for growing your account. Because actually, when you go live on TikTok, you are actually creating a personal connection with you and your audience, because you are able to read their comments and answer them in a live video. Now, other than creating a stronger connection with your audience, you are also eligible to receive donations through TikTok. Now, of course, the more followers you have, the increased chance that you have on getting more donations. But the only problem with going live on TikTok is, one, it can be kind of time consuming, so I recommend you set aside a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes a day just to go live with your audience. And also, you need a minimum of 1,000 followers to even start going live, but 1,000 followers isn't as many as you think. As long as you are pumping out content, you will get to 1,000 in no time. Personally, for me, I've only been live streaming on TikTok for 1 week, and I've only done about 4 live streams, and I've already accumulated 91 cents in my TikTok balance. Now, the only downside is that you actually have to wait until you've hit at least $100 in donations before TikTok can send you a check. The final tip. And lastly, brand deals. The cool thing about TikTok is it actually has its own built-in platform called the TikTok Creator Marketplace, where brands are able to reach out to you directly. But the problem with this is that there are some requirements. For one, you need at least 100,000 followers. 2, you need to have at least 100,000 likes within the last 28 days. 3, you need to be at least 18 years old. And lastly, you need to have posted at least 3 videos within the last 28 days. Now, if you are not eligible for the TikTok Creator Marketplace, you are still eligible to receive brand deals. One thing that I really recommend is you leaving a business email on your TikTok account so that other brands, if they decide that they want to work with you, they can email you directly. And actually, recently, I've gotten an email about a potential brand deal, but I decided to opt out. And this brings me to another important issue. Now, of course, most people, when they see brand deals, they get excited, they take the money, and they do the brand deal. But one very important thing that you need to think of before you decide to do a brand deal is if this brand is legitimate. What ended up happening with me is they wanted me to promote a shady app to my users. Now, if you're thinking, well, I'm just going to take the money and I don't care if my users go to it or not. Well, because your users clicked on your link and went to that product and used it or bought something and it ended up being a scam, that actually ends up going on you and can affect your credibility as a creator. And it can actually end up affecting future deals in the future. Because when you lose credibility, your viewers won't trust you and they're not going to end up wanting to work and help you out on other brand deals.
Alright guys, so I'm here with Selena Killa, and Selena is primarily the TikTok expert we talked to in the last video. Well, today we have a few questions for you since I don't know as much. My first question, Selena, is what are the ways people can make money on TikTok? And if so, do you think it's actually sustainable to make a living?
So you can make money through lives, which gives you the donation.
Wait, hold up. So for people who don't know, what are live streams on TikTok?
So it's just like you're sitting there in your room or wherever you are and it's happening in real time and you're talking to whoever you're talking to and your fans, and they have a little button. They can buy gifts, which is their money, and it sends it to you. And so you basically get gifts, and those gifts translate to actual money that you can transfer into your PayPal account.
Do they pay you out like every month? Is it like YouTube AdSense, or is it just a cash out?
So you can do a cash out. You have to have $50 at least in your account to be able to cash out. I think you can cash out up to $1,000 a day, and that's about it.
Wow, very cool. So live streams is one revenue stream. What else would you say?
Brand deals, for sure. I think brand deals now are coming more into like fruition just because we were talking about that, the sponsor post now, so you have to put hashtag sponsored because it's more of like a serious concrete thing because there's so many people actually getting brand deals, and you don't want to like kind of muddle the lines of actually like, is it a brand deal? Is it just something that you like or so?
And I saw you recently do like an LED. Was it an LED like that? Okay, there's like ways you can integrate it creatively, right? Like you don't just like hold the product, you make it fun.
No. And I think that's the great thing about TikTok is that they want you to make videos to catch people's eyes. They don't just want you to be like, oh, here's a mug, buy it. Because I mean, I feel like sometimes in YouTube you kind of have like the whole video to kind of convince people to buy a product. You have only like a minute to 16 or 15 usually seconds to make someone want to buy it. So for my LED lights, they said I could post as many videos as I want as long as I tag them or like talk about the lights, but I can do whatever I want.
See, the thing with TikTok I found, and this is personally for me as a user, I find a creator I love, for example you, but because the algorithm is so like, there's so much content they give you every single day, you can get lost. So I saw that a lot of your followers on TikTok followed you on Instagram. So my question for you is, because TikTok might not be the platform to like just make money, have you found that because you grew on that platform, you're directing it on other traffic sources? Yes. Is that the same thing?
1000%, because I don't think I would have gotten half the brand deals I did if it weren't for me connecting my Instagram to it. A lot of companies reach me through Instagram because my business email is on there. So they will email me through that or they'll DM me or anything like that. But usually on TikTok, since you have to follow the person to actually message them, you both have to follow each other to be able to message. So fans can't just randomly message you like in Instagram where you can have like your DMs that you can't, they won't see if you see, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, now I have like 20,000 people, almost I think 20,000 on my Instagram, which I did not think was gonna happen.
So I guess it leads me to my third question, which is your own product. Because on YouTube and Instagram, I've seen that that's a third revenue stream. Is that the same? Have you seen TikTokers create merch or their own product before?
I know a couple of people that create merch through websites, or they're trying to create their own brands, or they collaborate and make music for people, or they make actual plush toys, stickers, anything that you can think of they're making. Some people are really creative. They make their entire design, or some people just plaster their username on it and call it a day. So it really just depends what you qualify as good merch. But yeah, it's happening. And there's people that will reach out to you and say, I will make your merch for you, because I've gotten that plenty of times, but I'm not ready yet. I don't want to be one of those people that just plaster something on a shirt and then just says, okay, give me money.
Knowing those three revenue streams, the donations, brand deals, and then product, have you seen anyone, or maybe personal stories, like, can you make a living off of it? Like, is TikTok enough to maybe do it full time, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. I think because it's opening a lot of doors for people. I know that another way that people are getting money is actually companies that produce music or have rappers. They'll say, please use this song, make it a trend, we'll give you $300 a post.
Wow.
So it's not only just merch or anything like that, it's companies that are trying to utilize these people, because they obviously have an influence that's like really fast growing, and it reaches people really quickly that they can make a trend with that song, because there's so many artists that blown up just from TikTok. So I think definitely you can make a living. I know a rapper, he blew up on TikTok, and he says he was barely getting his bills paid, and now all of a sudden he's getting brand deals, and he got signed to a record label.
Let's just break it down. Like, I think you give this advice, like, don't do it for the money, but for people who want to see the potential of what's possible, I'm gonna ask, maybe this is too personal, but like, what's the most you know that someone has made, let's say, out of like one single live stream?
A couple $1,000s, because a lot of people use these tactics to enforce people to pay money. So they say, okay, drama queen is like the most you can pay, right? It's like $50 basically, even though TikTok takes some of that money because they need to make money somehow. So they say, okay, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. If you donate 3 drama queens, you'll get more numbers in a raffle to get this sweatshirt. So they give an incentive. Yeah, they give an incentive,
That's
which
smart.
is fine. I personally don't do that because I feel like it loses a connection to my fans, because I have a lot of, younger fans. I have a lot of fans from different places, and they can't afford to give me money. But I don't want to like ostracize them for not giving me donations, because people will ignore you if you don't give donations sometimes. I've seen TikTokers that would be like, where's the donations? Give me money. And those people, that doesn't work well in the long run.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, to me, that's why I'm like, I make a decent amount of money from TikTok, but I think I don't make as much as other people, because if I did like, oh, if you guys give me a drama queen, I'll add you to my private Snapchat. I don't do that. But I know in the long run, I'm going to have fans that actually stick with me because I treated them well.
Right, and I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, do you feel like brand deals, and although donations are great revenue streams, it's less long term, and maybe creating a product will have longevity because the customer's getting value and it's an actual business where you're able to scale it? Do you think the direction maybe you're personally going into is creating your own product for longevity?
Definitely not long term, but I think that this is a running point for people, because I just got a huge brand deal that I can't talk about, but there's issues with that already, so it's like crazy stuff's happening. Yeah, I'm getting brand deals that are like starting to step up bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which is great, but I also want to create my own brand. Like, not just me, but my own clothing brand in general. But I know I won't be able to get there unless I have my fans to support me. So right now, I'm just kind of focusing on, I'm gonna get as many fans as I want. That's not true, but it's like, grow my audience, stay connected with them, and then they're gonna support me in the long run, because everyone wants me to do merch. I'm not ready for merch. I know that.
What are you waiting for?
I'm just waiting for a decent team, because the only thing I don't want to release something that's subpar.
To come back to this full circle, the last thing I just want to talk about is the mindset, because I don't think we dove into that much yet. A lot of people see the potential of TikTok and they want to do it because of the money. And I'm not even talking about TikTok, I'm talking about YouTube, Instagram. They want to do it because of fame and fortune. How do you keep a mindset? Because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like maybe you stumbled onto this. Like, this was a more genuine passion for you, and then you found ways to monetize. Is that what you recommend for everyone? Like, just to create something they like first? Or like, because so many people, like, what advice would you give to someone who wants to do it because of money?
I got that question a lot, asking like, how can I get famous? What do I do? And my answer is always like, this is an app you're supposed to have fun on. Create genuine, original content that you like. You can follow trends, do things like that, but once you start getting analytical and being upset about numbers and being upset that nobody's viewing your stuff, that's pointless. People didn't see my stuff for a while. And then I had one video about Japan that just blew up. And I could have just stopped there, but I kept going because I enjoyed what I do. It shouldn't be about fame. That's my point, because I didn't do this for fame. I just got really lucky. And I don't think I'm famous. I just think I'm popular.